Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I'd like to do a review for this latest Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man of the classic costume versions. Yes, I know the first thing that you guys will notice is the new box size that is much smaller than the usual one, and I'm very sure that a lot of you guys, including myself, is very happy with these changes because it will actually reduce a lot of plastic usage. You actually reduce the shipping cost. You can actually ship more within one box because this box will not take as much spaces as the previous. But I'm pretty sure that there are some of you guys who are not happy about this because the Mafex has been pretty standard about their box sizes, which is this one. As you can see, they are pretty standard. So for those of you guys who are actually a box collector, you guys will really want it to be standard, so it looks really nice when you stack them up together, something like this. However, I do notice one thing though, it is rather thick. Yeah, I was thinking that is slim like the SH Figuarts, which is something like this, but as you can see it's a lot thicker. So as we can see, it looks rather great. We still have the Windows box which show everything that we need to see, and we do have the Double Trouble Spider-Man here. At the side of the box, it looks rather cool to have these Spider-Man crawling poses, as well as this one here looks rather good, and the top of the box still looks pretty cool. And below the box shows the warning signs as well as the ages 15 and above. And the back is still my favorite spot of the box. It looks amazing, looks great. You can see the two heads that comes with it, but they don't have any space to show all the accessory that it comes with for this time. So let's get him out. Okay, so this is the classic costume Spider-Man right out of the box, but before I get into it, there's one question that's been bothering me that I would like to ask you guys. Do you guys actually prefer what you are looking at now, or do you guys actually prefer this? So this is with the lights on from my camera stand. I'm not sure if it's too glaring or you guys actually prefer without it. Yeah, so do drop me your thoughts down in the comment section. I really want to know because sometimes I feel that it's too dark, but when I on the light I just feel that it's too bright. It kind of takes away all the details. Yeah, you can't really see that well. Yeah, so for this video, I think I'm just going to leave it on until you guys let me know which one do you prefer. Okay, so there's also something else that I noticed upon opening up this Spider-Man. The one thing is you can see that there is no plastic for this guy this time, which I am not really peculiar about. I think it's okay. Yep. The second thing is because the hand was like this earlier on when it's still in the box, so when I try to make it like this, I kind of feels that these two hands are kind of sticky in a way, and what I did was I used a tissue paper to actually dab on it, and this is what I see. Oh my goodness, is the black paints coming out? I'm not so sure about that because it doesn't look good, but it just feels better right now after I just used the tissue paper to actually absorb the oil or something. Yeah, now it feels better. And the good thing is I love the matte blue. It looks beautiful. My goodness, this is exactly how I want it to be. It's really classic. It's just resembling the Spider-Man that we grew up with, and yeah, the rest of the thing, it just looks nice. I kind of hope that the red maybe should use kind of like a brighter red to match with this. I'm not saying it's not matching right now, but I think it would be better to have a brighter red maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but it just looks very good. I love that they colored the webbing, but it just feels like it's too dark here, especially on the chest. You can see it's like too dark, but the rest of it just looks okay, I guess. And the head, yeah, the head like the normal Spider-Man that we have so far. Yeah, but it kind of looks darker as compared to the neck. I'm not sure whether is it showing on the camera. The rest of it looks pretty much similar. I think they just changed the blue. I would say that this is very iconic looking Spider-Man right here. Okay, let's get into the articulation. And one thing that I forgot to mention just now is when I was doing the hand just now, I was repositioning the hand. it feels very tight. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is, I mean, at least the joint is not loose, but the bad thing is you gotta be very careful about it, because I think I've seen some pictures of people breaking some joints for this Spider-Man already, which is pretty bad because this one just got released just few days back. Yeah. Okay, so let's get through the articulation. I believe it's very much the same as all the Spider-Man that we have gotten so far. So you can turn to the right, turn to the left. Looking up, pretty good. Looking down, even better. His arm can turn 360 degrees. The arm can move way more than 90 degrees because there's a huge butterfly joint. Arm swivel, a double joint elbow. You can shivers on the hand, moving up and down. 2 points of articulations. You can turn around on the waist, turning side to side as well. And the same goes for the torso. So he can bend forward. Yep, pretty good. Bending backwards, yeah, not too bad. Pull down mechanism on the legs. It's no visible shivers on the thigh, but you can still do some shivering here. Kicking forward, yeah, more than 90 degrees with the legs pulled down. Kicking backward just slightly. A double joint knee. Can you shivers here? Nope. You can shivers on the boots, going up and down. Of course, it comes with a toe hinge. So with the legs being pulled down, I believe this Spider-Man can do a pretty good split. Yes, almost a perfect split. Yep, so this Spider-Man does have a pretty good range of articulation, just like all the normal Spider-Mans that we have gotten. Okay, next we'll move on to the accessory. I will start with the hand as always. So he just comes with a pair of closed fist hands that's already on the figure, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of web shooting hands, a pair of thumbs up hands, I'm kidding, is for holding on to the webbings, a pair of wall crawling hands, another pair of wall crawling hands with the magnets on it, as well as a pair of foots with the magnets on it. It just comes with another interchangeable heads with a slightly more serious look, and here is the comparison of both of the heads. And lastly, he just comes with all this webbing, just like the usual webbing that they give for the Spider-Man. 2 short one, 2 medium one, 1 long one, and another one with the what do you call this? Yeah, some sort of webbing for hanging on to the enemies. And like any of the Mafex character, he just comes with a standard Mafex stance. So yes, this Spider-Man just comes with pretty much the same as with the rest of the Spider-Man, except for the unmasked head of Peter Parker, as well as the unmasked mask. Okay, so this review is going to be slightly different because I'm not going to do the how to put it on the accessory, because we've been through that a few times already, and I'm also not going to do any of the size comparison because I believe this is of the same scale as the rest of the Spider-Man that I have done the review for. You can actually check those 3 reviews out. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a comparison with these 3 Spider-Man right over here. So you can see that they have already released 3 Spider-Man before coming out with this one here. So this is the very original 075 Spider-Man. This is the comic paint of it, and this is the reissues for this one here. And we can actually do a comparison with this 4th guy here right now. You can see how much different it is in terms of the blue paint. But let's take a closer look right now. Yes, it's of the very much the same in terms of the body scale. You can see it actually scale very similar to it, actually is identical. So let's take a look at the paint itself. So yes, as you can see, this is more of the classic look of the Spider-Man. This one isn't that bad looking as well. I kind of like how they actually do this. It looks more realism in terms of that. Yes, so it looks like very much the same. And let's check out the comic paint. Yeah, they just add the black color there to make it more like it's coming out from the comics. Yeah, so you can see the difference here. Wow, okay, it's very much the same. Actually, there's not much of a difference. As with this latest reissue, you can see the blue is totally different. The red is almost identical again. Yep, otherwise they are both very similar. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, since this Spider-Man doesn't come with any Peter Parker heads, so I'm going to test it out with these 2 Peter Parker. Actually, I have 3 because there are 3 Spider-Man that you see just now, but I just take 2 because they look very similar. So I'm just taking this one from the original 075, while this one is from the latest reissue. So you can see the only difference is the paint is much better for the new one here. Yep, so I'm just going to try on. Oh, actually the webbings lining, you can see is very much different as well. So let's do a try on whether it will fit this Spider-Man, which I believe it should. Let's see. Wow, this is rather tight. Okay, be very careful while you do that. Oh no. Okay, something to share here. This is a rather bad paint on the inside of the head. Yee, yucks, you can see all the black paints there. Let's take a look at the other alternate heads. Okay, the other alternate head doesn't seem that bad. There are some residue of the black paints here, but it's not as bad as this one. My goodness. Yeah, do let me know if this is the same as your Spider-Man head as well. Okay, so let's try with the 075 heads. Yep, it went in. So you can see it does fit, but the doesn't really looks good. I mean, in terms of the paint. Yeah, maybe because this is old. Let's try with this new one. Yes, very much better. So you can see that it does fits very well. Oh, okay, so from afar I can see the red is kind of different now. It's like the one that with the neck is of the bright red, or the one on the figure is slightly darker red. Yeah, so that's the difference there. Yeah, but from near, yeah, from near you can see it as well actually. But it does fit pretty well if that's what you want. Okay, so my final thoughts for this new classics costume Spider-Man as compared with the rest is actually he's pretty much the same as the rest. So if you're like me, you already have these three and you think enough is enough, you can actually skip this guy. But actually, in my opinions, I do think that you should get at least one of this one and also this one, because this is like the classic Spider-Man. Yeah, this is like very when you first look at it, you just feel that it's very classic. And the reason why I think you should get either one of these three is because these are another take on the Spider-Man, which make it looks more realistic, and the blue is nice. So if you just have these two, I think it's perfect, or you just have this guy and this guy is good enough. But this one actually you don't really need him actually. Yeah, so either one of these plus this, it will be all well. So I do hope that you enjoy my review, and most importantly is that it helps you to decide whether you should get this guy, and my answer is yes. And I will catch you again in my next video.